Y'all ready for this?
Good morning, Creekside Otters. Today is Monday, February 6th, 2023. As usual, I want to do a little quick zone check. How am I feeling this morning? How am I feeling this morning? Sometimes, we might not know how we're actually feeling unless we stop and listen to our bodies, listen to our minds. You know what? I'm actually feeling like I'm in the green zone. My mind is clear. I feel relaxed. I'm ready to face the day. Maybe sometime today, you can stop and listen to your body and mind and figure out what zone you are in. Did you know that National School Counseling Week is always celebrated in the first full week in February? That is this week. The 2023 theme is School Counselors Helping Students Dream Big. Isn't that cool? We are lucky to have such great school counselors this year. I know Ms. Hop is not here right now, but we are so thankful for all of her work. And we are so lucky to have Mrs. M here to help the rest of the year. She has been amazing and has quickly become a member of our Creekside community and family. Thank you, Ms. M, for all you're doing. On a separate note, I wanted to let you know that we have about 2 weeks until our next break. Just like our last break, I am offering Class Dojo Challenge to the school. Right now, we have about 7,000 Class Dojo points. If we can get 1,000 more before the next break, so that means we're going to get up to 8,000 points before the next break, we will have a movie reward at lunch. This will require you, all of you, to be following the Creekside Way, especially in the lunchroom, in the hallways, and during your specialist times. The dojo points have to come from a different teacher than your own, so good luck, Otters. Now, to finish off our morning announcements, we have a kindergartner from Miss Motley's class that has a book recommendation for us.
Hi, my name is Bella, and I am recommending this book, Monday into the Caves of Thieves. This book is an adventure book that follows by a boy named Dash through a crazy day at school. You should read it and find out what happens. Make it a great day, Otters!
Thanks for the great recommendation. It is always good to hear what other people are reading. Thanks for sharing. Make it a great day, Otters.
Good morning, Creekside Otters. Today for our mindful moment, we are going to do a body scan. So I want you to sit in your chair and to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Relax. Make sure your feet are touching the ground, and we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. I want you to feel your feet. Feel your feet touching the ground. Feel your feet in your shoes. Can you feel your socks? Does any part of your shoes feel tight on your feet? Now, move up to the middle of your legs below your knees. What do you feel? Do your muscles feel tense? Are they relaxed? Now on up to above your knees. Do your legs feel tired? Did you walk to school? Now we're moving up again into our stomach. Does your tummy feel rumbly? Can you feel any bubbles or movements in your stomach? Now on up to your shoulders. Do your shoulders feel tense? Can you feel the clothes resting on your body? Can you feel the wind around you? Try to relax your muscles. If you can feel any tension, try and relax your shoulders. Now, Go down to your hands. What are they touching? Does it feel rough? Does it feel smooth? Do your hands feel cold? Are they fidgety, or are they happy to be just quiet? Move up your arms. How do your arms feel? Feel your arms in your clothes. Feel it around your arms. Now feel your neck. Is it tired? Can you feel it holding up your head? Now let's move up to our face. Are your eyes droopy? Can you feel your hair on your head? All the way up. Feel all the sensations. Try to relax your neck. Try to relax your muscles in your face. Now, I want you to think positive thoughts. Today is going to be a good day. And relax all your muscles and come back to focusing. Open up your eyes and focus on what is around you. Okay, that is our mindful moment for the day. Thanks, friends.
Hey Otters, just a reminder, Popcorn Fridays are now every week. Popcorn is 50 cents a bag. Make sure to put your coins in a plastic bag and write your name on it. Did you know that our Creekside Spiritware is on sale now until February 17th? Make sure to place your order so you don't miss out. Creekside Elementary invites you to our International Cultural Night. This year's theme is Sports Around the World. This event will take place on Thursday, March 23rd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. right here at Creekside. We can't wait to see you there. Guess what, Otters? Our Creekside Running Club is back. This club will begin on Thursday, April 20th. Stay tuned for more information next week.
Monday is Sports Day! Wear your favorite
Sportswear.
Tuesday is
Dress in one color day.
Pick a color and make an outfit.
Wednesday is
Wacky Wednesday! Show us your best crazy hats, outfits, and hair. Thursday is Career Day. Dress up as you want to be when you grow up. Friday is PJ Day. Wear your favorite cozy PJs to school. Yay! Spirit Week is brought to you by
Creekside Student Council.
Hello! Black History Month is a commemoration, vocab word, for Black activists, another vocab word,
who took their time out to go fight for what they feel is right. Like
Martin Luther King had a speech that violence is not the answer and no segregation.
we celebrate Black people that helped us change history.
It reminds us to be strong, even in politics.
Oi. What matters is what's inside of you and how you act to other people.
Doesn't matter if you're Black, if you're white, you should always celebrate it because you know the struggles Black leaders went through in order for you to be here right now.
Even though we may have the different skin color, we're still the same type of people, no matter what.
And a lot of people, they don't see me for who I am. They see my outside appearance, but they don't see what I have on the inside.
It's very hard to grow up knowing that you're Black and you have a lot of personal prejudice against you.
I see it on the TV and I'm like, is that gonna happen to my brother? Is that gonna happen to my dad? I always have that in the back of my mind every time that I'm home and they're not home.
Black history is important to me because I have to remember where I came from and I have to remember who came before me.
Because you have to look at the things that Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X did for us Black people, so people can't treat us unfairly because they think some type of belief.
Because we are all people, and you need to stand up for our rights.
There's still discrimination. There's still discrimination in all parts of the world, in all parts of the United States. We should still fight for what we believe in. We should still fight for getting what's right.
Hi everyone, I am delighted to join the National Gallery of Art in celebrating the one and only Alma Thomas.
Really throughout her lifetime, she was a pioneer.
She was a force of nature.
If you're having a bad day and you look at an Alma Thomas, your spirits are lifted.
I don't remember when I first heard about her, but growing up in Washington, D.C., I think she was kind of everywhere. So much of her art is about the flowers and trees that grow all over D.C. My mom grew roses and azaleas like the ones that inspired Alma Thomas. My grandmother also moved from the South to Washington and taught at D.C. public schools for over 30 years, just like Alma. She was born on September 22, 1891 in Columbus, Georgia. Her middle-class family lived in a neighborhood called Rose Hill until the harsh realities of Jim Crow drove them north.
I came to Washington in the last day of August, 1907.
Alma and her family moved to this house near Logan Circle. It's right up the street from one of the oldest Black churches in the city.
Washington, D.C. is a highly segregated city at the time. But moving to this neighborhood surrounding St. Luke's Episcopal Church would have situated them in one of the leading African-American communities at the time.
Alma went to one of 2 all-Black public high schools in D.C. Years later, just a few months before she died, she told a Washington Post journalist, "When I entered the art room, it was like entering heaven, a beautiful place just where I belonged. The Armstrong High School laid the foundation for my life." In 1921, she became the first student in the new art department at Howard University, and in 1924, she was the first to graduate with a bachelor's degree. Later that year, she started teaching at Shaw Junior High School. She would remain there for 35 years, teaching art to hundreds of the city's Black children.
At one time in Washington, you could say 1 out of 2 Black people who had gone to the schools in D.C. had taken art from Alma Thomas.
She also kept learning herself. In the 1930s, she got a Master's of Arts education from Columbia University. Her thesis was on marionettes. She learned from her friends, artists like Lois Mailou Jones, Jacob Kanan, and later Sam Gilliam. In the 50s, she studied painting at American University, where she started to experiment with abstract styles.
She started to abstract using color and movement, and she came up with what's called sort of Alma stripes or dots of color that some have equated that they look a little bit like Byzantine mosaics or tiles, but she developed them in a way looking at nature.
Alma Thomas was 75 years old when she started working in this new style. Over the next few years, she made dozens of paintings inspired by nature. In the late 60s, like millions of other people, she was fascinated by our trips to the moon. She made a series of space paintings that she described as large, sparkling works.
I wanted to make sure that other little Black girls growing up would see that they belonged in the People's House too. And it's why when we were redesigning the old family dining room, preparing to open it up to the public for the first time in history, we acquired Resurrection, making it the first piece by a Black woman added to the White House's permanent collection. We placed the painting directly in visitors' line of sight, across from the doorway and centered right between a pair of towering windows, so that its warmth would greet you the moment you stepped into the room.
It's that warmth that makes Alma's paintings more than beautiful. They have the same nourishing, joyful presence she shared with generations of DC school kids. And that's why Alma Thomas should be your new favorite artist.